Good morning, guys. This is Paula, and I am back today for us to continue with the altered book. Now, I'm going to show you, we're going to recap our last page. And remember, it was the one that just didn't want to give in and turn. And I think it's because some of the pages were stuck together. But this is how that one that gave us such pain and agony turned out. We saw that. We put in an envelope with butterflies and a vase and photo of roses, my favorite thing. And then this pocket on the side, which is the one that wreaked havoc on us. I put this little image from Mrs. Cog, and I made a journaling spot on the back. Okay, and then in this side pocket, we put in this large flower with birds on the back. Finally, I found a place for it in the book. I've been looking every single time to get it fitted in somewhere. So this is what we worked on, the very last page we worked on. And so I thought about, what are we going to do? I didn't want to put pockets on both sides because it's really getting chunky, you know, and I really want us to be able to get as much out of the book as we can. So I decided what we could do is, I really like this one more than this side. I'm going to turn my lights on. I forgot to turn my lights on, guys. I want you to be able to see without any problem. Anyway, I decided that we'll just put a pocket on here. So the other day we put on, where'd it go? A while back we put on this guest check that turned into a pocket, remember? So I thought we'd do something similar here, but it's different. So this is another pocket. It comes like a tag, and then it just has a slanted pocket instead of the straight across, and it has a tag shape. So all we have to do is glue this right in here. Let me get it going. It is a snug fit too. I've had to trim it down some. So we'll do that first. Let's get that glued so it can be drying while we're working on some other things. Now, I'm just going to glue these flaps to the back. And I think probably, oh, and we need to do this side too. Now that I'm getting it everywhere. I've tried to ink everything that I'm working on right now to get this, you know, in straight. Let's try getting it in straight, Paula. And there. Have to kind of turn it to get it where I can work with it better. And then right over here is where we'll put the last amount of glue. I didn't go too crazy on that. But now this also will add bulk, but it's less than a bunch of pockets, right? Okay, and I thought we could just put it right here and trying to make sure I got this straight. It looks like it has a little bit of a gap right here, and I know why. It's because I trimmed it down. It wouldn't go in otherwise. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that. We're not going to put anything behind this. We could put something beside it, but because of the bulkiness right in this section, let's just glue it down. And like I said, you want to ink everything first. This is a digital, and it's called My Porch Prints. My porch, like your front porch. Prints, My Porch Prints. You will go in there and have a lot of fun. I'm just going to tell you right now. We're going to be making some of the things that she sells at some point. Yeah, it'll be fun to do them together. So go look over there and see what you think. And we're going to be making the tin can. I know that sounds weird, but they have a little tin. Tim Holtz has those little tins. They sell 2 for like $6. And we're going to make some of those, and they have a kit for that. I'm going to make a little mini book. They have a kit for that. They have these. They have many different things. And so I plan on making a lot of them. So there's the pocket in. Okay, I took a book page, folded it in half, and put it on just a piece of white cardstock, inked it up really good. And I'm going to add, let me find one. I ran a couple of these roses that they're going to get involved here through my little Xyron after I inked them. So I think on front of this little tag, if I can keep from tearing the whole thing, I don't know why it's sticking so drastically. I couldn't get them all to run through the Xyron. So I didn't like that, but I'll just add a little bit of, tore a little bit of it right there. So we'll just add a little bit of glue. Okay. Whoopsie, come out of there. Okay. Let's see if we can get it to lay down nicely. It's nice and sticky. So I'm going to do it where the rose is like, kind of like this. Because that's putting it in the upright position. Now this is all I'm going to do with this tag. This is going to be simplified due to bulk. So yeah, so this is going to be the tag that goes in another pocket on this side. Okay, this is not going to be a big pocket. It is simply 3 roses on a little card, and we're just going to ink it and make it like a pocket. Okay, making sure I've got it on the right side. I'm just going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac because I know it holds the best for stuff like this, for pockets and things that you worry about, you know, that gets tugged and pulled on. This is going to be a flat pocket, so we don't have a bunch of extra. It's going to be in this corner right here. Okay. And I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to make sure it's straight. I wanted to not bring it over here because we have the tearing going on in the further part of the book. Okay. Now our next video, just to remind you, we're going to be making just some little kind of cool things. Look, see, now that's going to fit perfect. We'll let them dry before we put them together. Okay, now this card is going to go on this right here. I just really liked it. I'm looking, do we want the roses pointed down or up? They look like they really are supposed to go up, so we'll do up. So I really wanted to add some yellow because of these yellow butterflies on the left page. And I felt like it needed some yellow. And so I just thought, well, we'll just add some yellow roses. Can't go wrong. Since I already had some fussy cut. Oh, my word. Wake up, Paula. It's been one of those mornings that's just been hard to get motivated. I'm just putting that on straight. And you'll be able to see part of it when the tag is in. Let me make sure I got it nice and straight. I did. Okay, so this is going to be inside the pocket. Then we've got this tag that goes with this little 3-piece kit. And I'm just going to slide that right in there, okay? But I'm going to let it dry first. But on the front, what did I do with the other rose? Oh, there it is. It's going to be on this little rose. Now, I'm not putting anything behind it or anything. I just want it to be very simplified. And this is for the last page we did. And we're going to move forward to another page when we're done. Now this will go down in here. I'm going to leave it there while I show you what I'm talking about. And then I have this little fragile flower. And so I'm going to put it right here. Now I am going to use my glue stick for that because, yeah, it's kind of hard to put glue on all these little tiny pieces. So I'm going to be very careful and hope that I can do this without destroying my little flower. Especially the leaves. Come off of there. Got to be careful because they get stuck on there. Okay, now let me get it off my finger. And I'll add a little bit more right there. Now, turn it around and I'm going to put it right here. I like the way that ended up looking. I tried it different directions and it really didn't matter. Any way you put it on here, it looked like it was at home. So that is all the little embellishments for this portion of the book that we just finished. So let me show you what it will look like complete. So we have this little pocket right here. And this is our completed page from the last video. Okay, now let's flip it over. Let's get busy doing our next page. Now our next page is going to be, it's going to have some birds. See how this is attached right here? I don't know why it's doing that. I hope we don't have to deal with that the rest of the book. I can just loosen it a little bit. That other page might cooperate, but I don't want to tear a hole. That's a little better. Yeah, that's much better, actually. Let's see what this page is doing over here. It's doing the same thing. If you ever bought just any kind of book and it does this, it just makes me crazy. Even if it's just a book I'm going to read, it makes you think that the book was cheaply made. I just think it's because they're so mass produced. Okay, so over here, I'm thinking that we can do, I want to do a few of these pages not as complicated so that we can get through a few pages and then we can have some more room for complicated then. So I think I'm just going to, I like this bird and I want him up in this corner. But I want this, the Robin's Return, on the other side. So I think I'm just going to tear around this little flower right here. I want to keep it on this side as well. And I want to keep this brown. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, of course. And then we're going to get right here and try not to tear into that little sign or little card or whatever it is. And I'm going to try to tear as much down here straight. I'm not doing too bad. I'm surprising myself right now, you guys. I haven't torn into it once. I shouldn't say anything because I'm about to tear in that direction. Now, of course, it's covered with this little flower thing that was collaged on the paper. But, there we go. See, that's not too bad, huh? And we can add other stuff over on this other side. And I was thinking that we could add some text. Let me find it. I think I threw some new text in here. Yep, right here we go. So I'm going to tear it across the top. And, that doesn't matter because we're going to use it, just parts of it. So that's just fine. All right, so we can put under here go up this far. I don't need it all. So let's just go up here and lay this portion here. Now, I'm doing that because I figure we can tear under it. I mean, stuff it under the picture. Okay, now let's see what this is going to look like under here. Okay, let's bring this over. Yeah, perfect. Now, I do have a lot under here I can take off and save. So I'm going to go ahead. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, because this goes all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and do that and then maybe add it to the bottom. Okay. Here we go. Or I might add it to another piece or something. Okay, so let's put this portion down first. And I'm just going to do it right here because this whole page is going to be covered. And that will work great. Oh my goodness. Okay. Trying to get all the edges covered so we don't have anything that doesn't stick down. Really want to press that inside by the spine down. Yay! It's looking good. Let's do this one on this side. Well, we'll just lay it over here. It'd be easier. Now this is, I had trimmed all the outsides with my scissors just so it would save video time. So that's why I'm not tearing the outsides. A lot of glue. About the time you get that one side done, then it's time to do the other side again. Okay, now, try to get this on here quickly so it stays where it needs to. I'm sticking to the book. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I like the way that looks. It's got a different look with the text behind it, doesn't it? Ooh, yeah. Looking good. Okay, so under here, I don't know yet. I've got another sheet that I want to use on the next page. I thought we'd try to cover 2 pages. But I like that it has this this faux lace right here, or this lace actually has lace on the bottom. I think we can tear that and use it, and what's left can be used on the other side. And hopefully this is wide enough. I didn't think about that, whether or not it's going to be wide enough. I think it's, well, it's not going to show down at the bottom. Maybe we can do 2 layers of this, you know, because that would work. We'll just do 2 layers if we need to, right? I hope you guys have been having fun doing this book. I know I've gotten several people tell me that they were really enjoying it and doing it along with me. So some are just now going to get started. And I think everyone's pretty much enjoyed. See, I'm not really liking that text on the end, so we'll take it off. Trying to get hold of this. And I think what we'll do is just put it toward the outside here. Give it a different look. And let me think. We do need something here, I think. But maybe some of this, these words. But I really don't like it over the lace. So maybe I don't want to do that at all. Let's just leave it. And then I may have a brainstorm later as to what we might want to put there. I love this. Love it. It looks great by itself. So now we're going to go to this side. And I'm going to use the other part of this side, this paper. Because I just really like the way it looks. Look at all that coolness going on. Now, I am going to take out this little portion of, and see if I can make it look nice. I don't want to tear it all the way up. I just want to tear it right here and then turn it around. Yeah, there we go. That was easier than I thought, getting it straight. Okay, now we can do this right in here. I think we need to put some of the alpha over here too. I'm wondering if I want to use this at all, because it's kind of maybe I just will tear this bottom portion off, because it's an odd shape and I really don't want it to be. So we'll put it over here. I want to put it down in this area or up here. I'm not sure yet. I really don't want to cover this and this. I like the look of those. Let's tear a little more from this side. Keep our N intact. Okay. Right. Okay, so like this. And maybe like this. Okay, so let's put some of this up under here. And then we can have, it can be poking its head out, right? Okay, so I'm going to put this down here. I haven't thought about what we'll do to decorate this. We'll come up with something. I could see where this book could take quite a while. I can see why now it took Gail so long. But I just am kind of one of those, I'll probably never get tired of it, you know. And let's see. Better pull that out just a little bit. I don't want it to get down in the spine and pop out and we can't get it fixed. Okay, so over here, I'm thinking I don't really like this little black floral looking stuff. I like that better. I'm wondering if we can't bring that down and then put this more in this spot. Then we don't lose our florals that we have on. And then we'll add something to the top and the right bottom. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. So it's been one of those mornings. The D-O-G, I'm spelling it because she knows when I'm talking about her, has been pretty much a handful. I hate it when she has days like that where it's just, she just can't settle in, you know, and she wants to go O-U-T over and over and over. And I can't deal with that whenever I have stuff to do, you know. So anyway, I'm going to put this on the bottom left-hand side. Bring it down as far as I can. And yeah. Okay. Now, we can add some of this. Oh no, we were going to add our this. Forgot about it for a second. I'm like, what's missing? Okay. Anyway, I just hope I make it through this without any problems. There are days that she is hard to deal with, but I love her to pieces. Okay, so put that right there. I don't care if it's straight. It probably is not. And I got a little bit of this is down in that area. I really don't want it. I'm going to see if I can get lucky to pull it up and kind of pull it back out a little bit. So it's not, yeah, so far down in there. I think that'd be better in the long run. I don't want anything dealing with this spine area because it's a nuisance when it starts popping up. All right. Okay. I'm looking to see when we're supposed to, I'm thinking also at the same time, maybe this can go up here. Yeah, it can. When we're supposed to pull some more pages out, kind of have to watch in the spine. It's really nothing to see. I'm just trying to look at the space, how much space I have left on my book. I really don't like that spot right there. I'm wondering if we could just slip that right in there. That goes with this. I like it better than how it crosses over right there. I don't like that. And that way we can have this on here. Yeah. Okay. I don't like that one crooked. Don't ask me why. Don't know if it's going to come off without any problems. So it'll stay crooked. Okay, so now we just have these two little spaces down here that we might get lucky enough to find something to match. How about some of this green paper? We'll just tear off one strip here and work with it. Since we've got green behind the bird there, it should work, right? All right, now, I don't want a whole lot down here. Well, maybe if we did it like this, it wouldn't look so odd. Okay, let's do that. We'll find out what it looks like. We may not like it afterwards, but this glue stick dries so fast that, you know, you got to know where you want it when you're starting because it could be a nightmare. Okay. Just kind of going to let it fill in that space without any problems. Okay, and then up here, no, down here, we have another piece. Actually, we have two pieces. We may put both there because it's going to leave us with a gap. I don't like gaps in the middle. Now, if you're deliberately leaving gaps, that's one thing. But I don't like the gaps in the very middle of two different pages or something. If you don't have any gaps anywhere else, it looks odd. That's just me. Okay, so we're going to have this page completely covered. And I kind of think that we need to, there we go. Kind of think that this page kind of decorates itself, doesn't it? I'm trying to think what we could do on here. I mean, we could add flowers, we could add this or that, but really it's kind of pointless because we've got a bird, we've got a couple doilies and flowers, and you know, it's got everything. There's not much you can add to something like this. So I'm thinking this is going to be where we just move on to the next page. After we do this double layout here, we will tear some more pages out, and then we can add whatever we want. So I'm thinking here, we got this cute little rabbit, and I'm trying to decide. I like the rabbit. I want him on the top here, so I want this doily and this lace. So I don't know if I'm going to get lucky enough to get them both, but I'm sure going to try. Sure going to try. Okay. And I really don't think it's all going to fit. So let's see. Not a lot of work involved in this one since you know, everything's collaged already. There is some neat papers out there. Now, I'm going to try at the end of this series to list everybody I used on there. Because my husband, he doesn't know who did what. And if I don't have a note written out for him, it's kind of pointless for me to tell him, because he'll download it and then he'll name it and put it up at some point. And anyway, oh no, we have one more sheet left in this book. Can you believe we're that far down in this book? It's hard to imagine. Okay, I'm going to fold it over, because I'm finding that I use a lot of these when they're in this direction. I'm going to pull some of this rough stuff off. It's like, you know, the glue on the side of the book page. Get it off while it's kind of moist. Okay, a little bit there. Okay, now let's get this glued down. I wonder how many of you have been watching Roxy Creations channel on YouTube, watching Rachel do all her little, she cracks me up. I love her bubbly, outgoing personality. Okay, now do you ever feel like you don't have enough hours in the day? I feel like that a lot. Like, you know, I have all these things I want to get done. Like, I want to start another book, and I am in the process of doing that. And I'll tell you, it's going to be unusual. I'll give you that hint. The problem is that it's very hard to match a cover to something so unusual. But I'll figure it out. I thought I'd make a cover and see what happens. All right, there we go. Now let's see. I think I want to add a little bit of this green over here. I kind of like that. And then maybe some across the bottom. But let's see. Might not have enough. Let me do like this first. Let me see how that would look. Not sure. I'm thrilled about that. So I am going to put this side, a big portion of this side on here because I like it. This is Artie Mae's. This green, the green papers are. I can't remember who the others are. I really wished. I've got some real, they're starting to be ready to put on Etsy. My husband just got really tired last night, and he's like, I'm going to have to do this tomorrow. Because it's the first time, you know, putting some on Etsy, and you know, you gotta be thinking the first time or two. Okay, I'm gonna have two sets of tear pages that will go on first. Okay, I like that. It's nice for a change, huh? Make long strides here to get this to go on. It's hard when you got something this big to get it on fast enough before it dries on you. Okay, we can always add some more to the edge if we need to. I think I had it like this. I like that better. Maybe I need to bring it down a little bit. Come on, silly thing. That's good enough. I probably could have cut that a little bit longer. Maybe I'll put some lace or something across there. That might not look too bad, huh? And then we do have this left right here. Maybe I could do it like this. I think I am. I think I like that. We'll see what happens. It fits pretty darn good. Pretty good. I'll do it like this. The only thing is it still, I have to bring it up high enough that it covers some of that text right there. And it didn't. See that little open space? Isn't that irritating when stuff like that happens? So I do have a little piece that I can kind of put in there and it will look fine. Okay, right here. Just gonna put it there. That looks fine. Yay! I like the way this one turned out too. So now I'm thinking that we've got this, that we can go back through here and we can add a little bit of this so it's not solid. I just wanted it to look separate. Okay. Pull that up a little higher, maybe to fill in some of that at the top. Yeah, see, that looks good because you can see this lace right here that it goes with the lace on the other side. So over here, I think we can go ahead and add a pocket of sorts. I'm looking at this thinking, should I put this little green plant in here as a side tuck? We could do that. And see what it turns out like. No, I don't want it that high. And I may not want it at all, so no, I don't like that. So let's go up here. I want to put, this is not going to be, put that there. Kind of break it up a little bit where it's not just solid green. Thought I would like it. I do like it, but I just think it doesn't go with the rest of the book whenever it's just solid. Okay, now we've got this portion all complete. I also like that right there. I knew I would before I even put it down there. I'm gonna roll this out a little bit. I'm losing my glue. Yeah, I think it will look good kind of crossing over right here. There we go. Looks like it was meant to be, doesn't it? Okay, so now let's think about if we want to put a pocket anywhere. I'm thinking maybe we could do like a little flip out. Oh, let's think about how we would do that. I could get a time card. Let me grab a time card. And sorry, it's taking me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, here we've got a big time card. So, and it's practically the very length of this. So I'm thinking, do we want to flip it, leave this part on top and flip it out this way? I'm thinking that that would be great. And in order to do that, I think we need to put washi here and flip it over to the other page. And I have some washi with pink. And that should be okay to use. It's just there's no pink on this page. Might have to add some other color washi on this side. I'll have to do it off camera because I only have this one. Let's decorate this, and then on the next video we'll add embellishments. Let me see how much time we've got. Yeah, by the time we get this down and get it collaged, it'll be ready, and then on the next video we'll do what we need to do. Okay, so we're going to put it right here when it's all said and done, in the upright position if possible. And I want to, on the inside, let's lay it like this so we know the direction. I want to add some more of this. And I'm trying to think, do I want to add it here? Or, yeah, I do. I think I want to add it right here. We'll ink up this card also before it gets attached. And so, yeah, I'm going to put it right there. Let's flip it over and just plop it down. That's what they tell you to do. Just tear and plop. I really give it too much thought. In a, you know, I have done it on clock where it, you know, you don't have that much time, and I managed to do it, but I'm just lazy. I like to think about it. Depends on what I'm really going to be doing. Okay, so put it right here. Leave a little bit of a space there. Now this is a tea stained card. I don't know why that looks like it's got something on top, but it doesn't. I guess that was just part of the page. I don't remember that. Okay, so I'm thinking also we can put this here now. See, that looks good, but let's see what else we want to add. And then, because it's going to be on the inside, and on the inside, see, this is going to flip like this, so when it flips out, you want it to look like it goes with that portion. And then the outside can be, can match whatever we do the next time. So, whatever it ends up being, that's how we'll do it. Okay, let's do it like that. Okay, get that down first. We're going to have to add a little bit of something at the top, but surely there's a scrap left. All right, come off of there. My page is getting sticky. Okay. Let's see. I think it's ink off of this sticky page. What can I say? They get sticky. So I turned it over. We're just going to use this other side of it. So last night, my husband and I just totally relaxed. He watched some news, and I just sat over and did some fussy cutting and just watched videos, and it was so nice. We had the TV off. Well, we don't have the TV on a lot anymore. There was a time we did, but you know, we'd watch every series in the world at night, but now we both don't play games on our computer. We don't do Farmville or anything. But there was a time we did, but both of us just have so many other things that, you know, we like to do. So he always works on my my digital stuff for me, and uploading my videos, which helps me so much. I'm capable of learning it, but I figure he's retiring in March. It'll give him something to help me do, and it'll help me, and it'll give him, you know, he's got a lot of computer skills, so he's much better at that than I am. So on this other side here, we want it to match whatever's going to be on the next page, and I'm thinking I want to use this page and this page from the same kit. So let's start off by putting something here that would look all right with this, but would really go with the other side. So that's what we'll do. Let's see. Let me think. I don't want to put the owl over there. I kind of want to save this page for sure. Maybe, looking here to see which direction, maybe I want to put this butterfly. I love butterflies. I never loved butterflies before I started collaging and doing books, but I have grown to love them. Okay, I did not get these pages trimmed down with my scissors, so I'm going to do that real quick because there's still some of the edge on this book, or this page, and it's just easier when you got a little tiny section, and I don't like to waste, so I just cut that part off, and then I don't have to worry about it, and then everything else can be torn. Okay, so do we tear right here? Let's do this. I think I want to do it like that on the top, and then tear here, and I could save this for the other side. But I want this butterfly on here at the top. And then let's see what else we've got over here we could put on here. Let's see. This one has the lily on it. Let's tear some of a little bit more of, we've got some of this left. So let's just tear this off here and put it on here so we don't waste it. It might look good just right under the butterfly or over. That way we don't have that little different edge. Okay, so we're going to have to tear a little bit of this tip off. Okay, now we've got that. And we also have this, I don't know what it really was. Just black and white flowers, I think. Here. Black and white flowers. I might be able to put this straight down here. This right here. What else? Maybe I'll put some music sheet. I think I've got some music sheet in my little stack of stuff here. If not, I can grab some. I've been keeping at least one sheet in here. Okay, what did I do with it? Give me a second. It's down in my scrap box. That's where it's at. Okay, so we can just like right in here, we can fill it in with music sheet. And then we can put this underneath everything. Okay, we could stick this all underneath. Just like that. Perfect. And then put that on there straighter. Put this on here. Okay. There we go. Okay, we'll do this right here. And then we can add this somewhere if we'd like. Maybe right here. I don't need that. Okay. So I'm going to set these to the side. We're going to start with the music sheet going down first. And I think that'll look best. After we get this decorated, we will be done with this video. And in the next video, I am going to try to do, if I show up with tags, I may do it. But I really want to give you guys a little bit of a variety. So I'm going to do some things that I was inspired by Roxy Creations. And yeah, so she does things that will entice me to want to try them. And I love that because, that's why we all watch different videos, is so we can learn to try different things, right? And it adds to the joy. It's like when I saw Roxy, Rachel, when I saw her doing the video, I remember thinking, she is having such a good time. And then in the same thought, she speaks that she's having a good time. So I love that. My example that I made, I didn't do super great, but I will. I don't know if it was the same video, but I'm almost positive it was. I don't want to accidentally fib, so, you know, you watch so many that you get to the point that you don't know which, they kind of blend, don't they? And you have to go back and search if you want to see it again. Okay. So after we get off here, I will come up with the other washi, and that we need to attach this. And then I'll decide whether or not we want to add a pocket here or there. I'm not sure about that. I'm going to have to get a different piece of paper. Here's another book right here. I can just pull this one out. I like it when the glue stick gets a little soft. Not a lot, you know, not to the point that it's wet, you know. But I do like it when it gets a little bit, I don't know if I want that on there or not. Now that I think about it, I think I like it just like that. Okay, so that's going to go on that side. It's going to flip out like this. We'll just lay it here. And we're going to think that this butterfly goes with this page. And I liked using this butterfly because it matched the browns here. And so, but then it will match the next page. And then we can flip this over here. Okay, now, we'll go back and look at what we've done. So, we are doing this layout, and we're not putting any pockets or anything. We're just looking at it, enjoying the fact that it has all these different elements. And the person that collaged this did a great job, or the person that did this collage tear sheet did a great job. Now, like I said, I will go through and make sure I put all the names on the last video of this book. Okay, so I'll ink everything, and then here is our second layout, and we're going to flip this out, and then this will be on this side when we do that. Okay, all right guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video of the collaging, that just continuing what we worked on the last time and moving on to 2 more layouts, and then next time we can do ephemera and so forth for those 2. So, all right, guys. Thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you for the ones that always comment and give me encouragement. I appreciate it so much. You know, you think you're just this lone person out there, and you don't know if people are watching or not, but the numbers tell me people are, and I appreciate it. People are subscribing. So I think little by little we're going to make it to 2,000 so we can give away the rainbow book. And so you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. Bye.